regulars. See what we've got going on over there. Currently no people watching, but we've only been going for 5 seconds. It's every chance. Just having some, oh, well, I can't really show it. I don't want to go showing it and then tip it on the computer, which I'm liable to do, but there is some custard and plum tart in there. Aldi. It's all from Aldi, actually. And I will start talking soon. But I'd like to get at least one viewer to feel like I'm speaking to someone. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just start talking. But then when somebody comes in the middle of it, you have to go back. And there's been nobody watching in the first place. So we'll see what happens. It's my oven stopped. Still nobody viewing. Well, oh, 2 viewers. Beautiful. See who we got. Announce yourself, viewers. Let me know who's here. Please. I'll be so delighted to announce your presence. Oh, Wagyu. He's on chicken tikka masala. I hope you're well. I had spaghetti bolognese. Oh, my wrist is going funny there. Well, at least I think the sound's working this time. I don't know what the problem was the other night, but oh well. Talking in my mouth full. I shall begin. 4 viewers now. Right, check in. Who have we got now? 4 viewers. We've got Wagyu. Whom else have we? Because I need to verify before I go ahead with announcing my channel plans. Yes, I did review Read Digitizer on teletext. I know they do a live show now, Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. The slots are soon filling up. Yeah. Down to 2. You can mention yourself if you want. There. Yep. Cheers, mate. Yep. Yeah, I might check it out. I know it's got Larry and the pretty girl. I can't think of her name now. Can't remember her name, but I think Slopes is on it as well. Octavia's Kitten, that's right. Yeah. So, looks like Wagyu is going to be yourself. Hang on, I need to wipe my nose. Just going to move out of frame. So I put my, excuse me. Maybe I'll go this way out of frame. Oh, it's going all wonky on the picture again. Right, so Wagyu, you will be my confidant for this. Hopefully, as long as it holds together. Let me know if the sound goes wrong or anything. So, this is the film. And I don't want to do a big, what's his face, Zeus Daz type Frank Sinatra thing. But I started this channel about this time last year. Partly because I was in absolute, well, I'd say absolute misery, but I was, I'd just been chucked by my long-term partner, and I was not in regular work, and I just needed something to do that would give me something else to do rather than thinking about it. So at first I was quite earnest, and I really wanted to get set up well, but I wanted to do things quick. I don't know, I don't think anybody realises, but I actually at one point was a proper video producer. And the pinnacle of my video production career was a project that went bonkers. It just took me forever to complete and got really brilliant reviews, and it didn't sell very much. And from that point onwards, I've tried to do everything I can as quick as possible, assuming that I won't get much money for it. So I never went into this channel looking to do money, but it's been nice via, you know, really just because Zeus does pass some people towards me. There's a few people that quite look forward to seeing my videos when I do them. And because I don't have conventional barriers and I'll do anything and I'll go wherever my whim takes me, sometimes I produce some pretty strange things that provide entertainment for that very small group of people because they can't figure it out. Which is good. If you've got any audience, that's good. However, a few months into doing videos on this, I started to feel the urge to get involved in politics a bit more again. And I started a big project. Hi Hattie. Hattie, you're going to find out all the latest plans for my channel, so keep plugged in here. I hope you're well. I hope everything's going well, or if it's gone, I'm guessing it hasn't. Hello. So yeah, it's been lovely to have people such as yourself, you and Hattie, that have come to my streams. And I'll be honest, at times I've been really not great when I've been doing my streams, and sometimes it's been obvious, and sometimes I don't think it's been as obvious. But I've really appreciated the virtual companionship that you guys have provided, and will continue to provide, because I don't think I'm going to stop. But then I started getting involved in an interest in some things, and talking to some interesting people. I've not really made any great mistakes, but I've just done enough to get me associated with some of the people that I want to be associated with, and potentially put me in a position to maybe do one project or another. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be like, but I'm hoping is going to make a bit of a difference to actual things that happen in this country, which might seem an outlandish concept. Now I'm burping. Now I need to wipe my nose again, so I'm just going to go off camera. So I think I had about 17 subs when I found your channel via the chat, and you said, yeah, I've still only got 91. I mean, nothing's gone crazy. But the only thing is, I know that some of the bigger guys have actually had a look at me. I know that for a fact, um, which has actually surprised me. I don't think they've necessarily subscribed, but they've had a look. Um, so yeah, yeah, I've been pretty rough sometimes when I've done this channel and done the stream. And originally, I was thinking, you know, I'd try and follow Zoostaz, and then Zoostaz stops his streams, and I was trying to do it every week. Some weeks I can't do it, but because of a slight clash now with some of the things I tend to do on a Sunday, I can't really stream on a Sunday regularly, and I want to stream regularly at some point, and I don't want to go up against any of the big guys. You know, because now there's something on, like say, Digitizer's on at 9 o'clock on a Sunday now, and there's other people popping up here and there, and I don't ever want to clash with Zoostaz if he ever comes back. So I was thinking maybe on a Saturday or something, but because of my circumstances, I can't always guarantee I'll do it. But I want to do it as regular as possible. And I've been picking up a few things. I think I've mentioned on here. There's a lady who I met earlier in the year called Martina Marcota, who I helped set up her streams, and they are, as you would expect, maybe not quite as reliable as they could be, but she's really pushed on, and what she's doing, the way she's presenting her stuff is loads better than what I'm doing. But I've learned a few things off of her, and I've realised a few things as a viewer, because I really avidly watch her streams. If you don't get a stream at the time you're hoping it's going to be, it's quite annoying, or if there's a delay, it's quite annoying. So I'd like to be in a position where I can almost guarantee every week at the same time I'll be streaming. And part of the reason I want that reliability is because I do want to build the channel. And part of the reason I want to build the channel is because the things I'm doing in the political sphere, or I want to do in the political sphere, I don't think I can make money out of. I think I need to get a regular job, which I don't have at the minute. I have a fluid situation, so I want to do a channel that is potentially going to grow, and I think I've got, like, the core of people that are supporting me that can potentially help me a little bit with that. And I might need to slightly dial back the way I'm doing things, because I think like if I'm doing, like, I'll be honest, the reason I did the video when I was cleaning my bathroom is because I have been struggling to do a few things around the house. I have I historically have a problem with fatigue, which I thought was fixed, and I'm having a bit of a bad spell at the minute. And there's a couple of times where I've done things and I thought, well, if I do a stream, at least I can chat to people. It might take me 3 times as long, but at least I'll get it done. Because at the minute I'm sort of doing stuff and potentially thinking I need to have a sit down and fall asleep or something. So so basically I'm just trying to reorganize everything so I can get things back on track and not go into a major slump, which I'm very worried about. Well, I'm not worried about, because I've been in slumps before and come through it. It's just when the funds are a bit tight, when I don't have a schedule, and this is part of why I want to do regular streams so I can have a schedule. When you don't have those things, it's really difficult to control problems with fatigue. So yeah, so basically that's sort of what I'm thinking. I'd like to expand things. I was going to have a jiggle with this channel today and see if I can, let me just see how many people are watching. Hopefully it's at least still 2. Oh, it's 3. That's nice. We've got a third person. Hello, number 3. That might be you, Hattie, actually, number 3. I still don't know who number 1 is. Hopefully it's not me. I think Wagyu, Mr. Wagyu, is number 2. I'm just going to have another bit of this. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. There's been some really good news today. Not anyone I've done anything for, but I've spoken to the tiniest little bit. A lady called Sammy Woodhouse, who wrote this book, Just a Child, which is about her experience of childhood sexual abuse and exploitation. she was in the House of Commons today and got, excuse me, at the start of excuse me, at the start of Prime Minister's questions today, she was welcomed to the House by the Speaker, John Bercow, and the Prime Minister and Corbyn, and yes, she's really making headway at the minute. She's had a really fantastic, campaign she's run, which she's done almost entirely by herself, trying to bring awareness to the rights that rapists, to their terminology, rapists have over rights of visitation to children born as the product of rape. And she's just really taken off. She's found the right issue, and I'm hoping, because I've been calling for her to get bumped up to the House of Lords for some time, I'm hoping that's going to happen. We're going to get some people that have suffered abuse and exploitation to get permanent political representation, and that at the minute is my passion, to be honest. But it is so draining. I'm not really doing much, but I'm doing an awful lot of background work, and it is really, really hard to keep on top. It's tiring and it's exhausting, and there's no reward for it. So when I do this stuff, generally, I'm at the minute I'm just trying to blank off and start again. And also, because my life is in general disarray as it usually is, it's quite nice to have something that just takes me away from that. So that's I'm taking all the joy and fun out of my channel and in what I do. But the reason I'm doing it is because I think I might need a little bit of support, excuse me, and encouragement from my small band of followers. Because there's times, I mean, I can't remember when I last played a game. I think it was Simon the Sorcerer. There's times when I can't be bothered, and I do need to make sure I play something every week, and maybe do a tiny bit more preparation, so I'm not. Things will still fall over and go wrong. Don't worry, that won't be taken away. But I do want things to be a bit slicker. I've had we had Sven, who helped develop the key-to-key software to use with the APC specifically, because I asked him to help me with the interface, which some of you guys might remember. I'll go and fetch it. This one here, the APC, and I did start setting it up, and then when I had the unfortunate dropping of my computer, I never came back to properly setting it up again. But there's all the features are there. Sven did a great job. He's joined us a couple of times on the channel. This thing's a great thing. Arms personnel carrier, yeah. This is a great device. This is a great little controller. And I realised the other day the actual software it comes with, what's it called? Ableton Live Lite. I hadn't even really thought what it's meant to do. But there's guys using it to make music, which it seems a bit strange to me, making music without any kind of actual thing to enter music and just trigger stuff, but they use it to make music. Anyway, so I need to keep doing things that are diverse, and I want to keep doing what I'm doing, which is the problem is there's no money in what I'm doing. It's taken a lot of my time, and it's imperceptible what I'm doing. But I know what I'm doing is adding value, because I can say this wouldn't have happened unless I'd spent a couple of days doing this. This wouldn't have happened unless I spent some time doing this. So my plan is to get a regular job that still leaves me the time to do that and do this. But I think there's potential for me to grow this channel and make it into a success. And I think it is successful at the minute, but if I'm completely frank, the last 20 years I've been involved in projects that should have been more successful than what they were. And when they have been successful, they haven't given me what I needed to survive. And I've been really, really unlucky and maybe stupid. I had a chance in 2006 to work with the BBC, and I had to decline it. Really, I wasn't very well. I didn't. I maybe had the money to do what they wanted me to do, but they wouldn't pay me. Basically, they wanted me to do something and they wouldn't pay me. And I said, look, you got to pay, maybe not the market value, but you got to pay me something or pay my expenses. And they didn't want to do it. I had an opportunity at a radio station which disappeared basically the day after they offered me a trial. It went overnight. I did that big project. Distributors went very shortly before the product was coming out. I had to release it myself, so I didn't really have the product in mainstream shops. I had it on Amazon and I had it in a few independent shops. Never really made the money I should have. I'm thinking about doing Indiegogo on that in a minute to get it out again. What am I using for quick launch style automation? I don't have anything. But this will be what it is. So using like a pig to impress everyone. So that's what I'm hoping. I'd like to build this, and I guess the target all year has been get to 100 subscribers. I'm at 91, and every now and then I piss a few off by doing my washing up on stream or yodeling or something like that. And there's been a few streams. I mean, I think the earliest ones are still on there, where it was literally nobody watching, and I would just going on and on and on. But yeah, I need to give this a push, because one thing I know, I've got quite a bit of knowledge about this Amigas. A friend of mine, who is big in the industry, not computers industry, but technology industry, I would say. I've got to catch up with him over Christmas. He has, because he works on websites and he works on developing platforms and stuff. He's just got completely fed up with dealing with all this high-level languages, and he's gone back to the Amiga and he's actually starting to write some assembly code, and he's doing a few demos and stuff. So I might have a chat with him and see if we can get him to come on, or maybe we might get a project between us. I don't know, where we do something a bit more interesting. Not that I'm really geared up for design, but maybe we can get something worked out between all of us. And yeah, it's cool. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sitting here. I mean, I'm only over the road from where they do the bloody Retro Hour podcast, and I'm supposed to. I'll have to drop Bravi and Dan a line, because I've never met them, and I know we cross paths all the time. So I'll it'd be nice to meet up with them and see if there's anything I can offer them on there and with what they do, or help them out at all. And just because that's what I like doing most of all. That's one of my problems. I like helping people. I never ask for anything. I'm kind and generous. Except for Sven, who came up and I asked him if he could develop his software, and he did. You know, and it only cost me a very small donation for him to buy a device. So that's sort of where I am, really. I don't want to go down into a major funk. I'm thinking I might just, because I did for a few shows, I put a thing at the bottom saying, just in case you want to, there is like a PayPal link or something. I can't remember how I did it. I might do that again for a bit, just in case anyone. Well, I've got. I guess I should do, really, because at the end of the day, if I do, I can produce a lot better than I am. But the problem I have is that I just don't want to get carried away, and I'm frightened of upping the levels a bit, probably. And I prefer doing live streams. I mean, that might be the crossover. I'm not sure about doing pre-recorded videos anymore. I filmed some in the summer and I never put them together. It takes so long to edit them, or it takes longer than it's worthwhile. Whereas with a stream, it encodes on the fly. You do it, and that's it, done, finished. And I prefer that. So I think I'll keep doing that. And I think it's more entertaining live anyway. So, any opinions? I'm probably boring the arseholes off of you. Oh, 4 people. Oh, I'm glad to take criticisms or got too much to eat. Yeah, I can't manage. But Hattie's thinking, God, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to eat all these in a thing as well. Yeah, if I didn't answer that question, I don't know if you meant quick start automation for the ARM personnel carrier, but Sven Raudelt, I think his name is, has a program called MIDI key to key, which sits between OBS, which is what I use for doing these live streams. Oh, I don't know how much money there is in Amiga coding, but definitely be fun. Yeah, I'm not expecting to make money from it, but what I might suggest to my friend is, like, he's been developing some like crack-tro type things, and I might say, would you want to come on channel? Yeah, Hattie prefers live stream. I know you like the interaction, don't you? I might say, well, I might say to my mate, do you want fancy coming on a stream and just like make a crack-tro or something from beginning to end, or just whatever it is. A lot of people might not be interested in it, but we'll probably have a laugh along the way, and you know, get some old stories and everything. Well, I'd like to do. I think I'd like to do that. I think I need a bit more structure. This has become like extremely avant-garde at times. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Oh yeah, the Megalomania. That was what I was streaming first, I think. Yeah, I like Megalomania, but I don't. I don't really play. I don't really play computer games that if at all, if not at all, and I don't really play Amiga games. I only play them on these streams, so I am discovering them again a lot of the time. And that's the look. I'm not claiming to be a good games player. That's my unique proposition. You'll probably see me mess up a load of stuff on the way, fill in a bit, and you know, and we'll see what the appeal is. See if people like it. But I like to push it out, and I'm just at the minute. Just, what's the next thing? What's the next? And I'm doing so much stuff, and I go in terms of like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I do a little bit of it, and I jump onto the next thing, and I'm not actually getting anywhere. I mean, I've got so many essays. I lost a load of essays that were half written when I dropped my computer, and I had a good one in there, and I can't really remember how it went. But I probably got 5 or 6, maybe 10 when I checked. I'd write and finished. I think it was the first. I think the first one I followed Zoostas up on was Mania. So that's where I am. I had a few weird things happened in the last few weeks. That have really got me thinking. I just have to do something. I had, I've had probably 3 things in my life that have become very big. Everyone, or everyone was looking at them, or a lot of people looking at them. I was doing well in my chosen field, and never made any money out of it. And I've avoided. I almost consciously avoid. Oh yeah, I did Deluxe Paint. I did the joy of Deluxe Painting. I remember. Don't need to be a great games player for the entertainment anyway. I like the Shadow's nose as he usually gets stuck on something simple and starts swearing. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I've done. I think I'm a little bit frightened of doing things that are very successful because I put so much effort in and just get nothing out of it. And I've sort of got this project that I don't think is going to happen, and I'm beginning to think it to happen is to demonstrate I can be successful at something else to get the support I need from the right people to make that happen. This childhood sexual exploitation, it, I've not been personally affected by it, but it's something I can't live in this life in this country, knowing it is going on around me without speaking up and saying something and giving my time to it. And if it's a personal cost to me, which it is, then I just have to do it because I'm stupid, and I am stupid. I'm not motivated by money, and I should be, but I'm not. And the people that are motivated by money very often end up at the top of the tree, which is why it's good that Sammy Woodhouse is getting some credit, and hopefully she'll get into the House of Lords. And it's sort of dominating my thoughts a lot of the time, and that can be not helpful, and it could be not healthy. So anyway, so I was going to, with that in mind, I'm thinking about designing my channel slightly, or like doing a slightly different design. See, because like, so Martina, can I show this? Let me see. I'm about to do something on the fly, so this could be a disaster. And I need a private window, don't I, to do this properly. See, like, when I went round to help Martina set her stuff up, can this work? If I go, it's me tiny up in the corner. The sound is breaking up. Ah, no, no, no! Tell me if it's not better now, and I'll if it is breaking up, I might have figured out what caused that. Let me know if it's any better now, please. What do you get if I do that? Oh, yeah, that's about right. That's what I was hoping. So, odd glitchiness. Yeah, I need to get on top of things like that. That's some weird driver issue. So, yeah, so when I've been puzzling over what I was going to do, how we were going to set up Martina's thing. And when I got there, a few months ago we did it now, she had everything, she had all these graphics were ready, and she was just like, oh, well, how do I put this in there? And I was like, I didn't have to really work anything out, and it was just a matter of just sort of
give me your tired.
Give me your tired. It was just a matter of like getting it put together. So let's jump forwards. Oh, I've got no idea if you can see any of this, by the way. So
do my alchemy kind of.
Shut up. All right. So like, can you see? So like, this is really cool how they got this, how she got this set up. I was really impressed. It's all right now. So I was thinking about, I quite like this Art Deco stuff, but I was thinking maybe I could do something a bit more Amiga-y, but would it ruin it? Oh, hang on, look, I've disappeared behind that thing. Can I come back to the front? It is a bit Metropolis. Yeah, oh, I'm bonkers on Metropolis. I really like this. I love Metropolis. When they were doing the when they were doing the restoration, when the 2010 version was coming out, I was writing to Martin Korber, the head restorer. Excuse me. The Murnau Institute, whatever it was called, and I was going, I was on his back, and oh, what's happened? Oh, have you found this? Have you found that? find better versions of that footage, I'm sure of it, because it was the Argentinian stuff. But yeah, she's got really good stuff on this channel, and when she goes to a two-shot, she goes like she has like a, let me see, it's left facing. Oh, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it in the wrong place. So like, let me see if I can get it. I wouldn't do this for chat. I'd keep my chat on the side all the time. Oh, if I can get the bloody thing to come. Why don't they make this easier? You can just see the chat thing flash up for a second. That's it, 25. Come on.
And then we'll go into.
No. Why tease me like this?
And then we'll go into.
Right, there we go. So there's like, I'm thinking that's pretty cool. I could put the Amiga window. Oh, can you actually see my? I don't know if you can see my mouse pointer, but I'm thinking, well, I prefer having the. I think I prefer having me on the left side. No, left, right, left, right. Right. Yeah, I prefer having right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Right. I prefer having the player image on the right, but I don't know. But I don't have anything as elaborate as that. But it would need to be an Amiga theme. So I'm not. Or would it need to be Amiga themed? Because I do actually quite like. I mean, I couldn't copy that, but I quite like that idea. Well, I couldn't copy it anyway because I'm not able to do it. I don't know. Yeah, you can see the pointer. Oh, good. Well, I didn't need to go for that. Yeah, so like have that over this side, and that'd be pretty cool. Because I don't know if that branding will bring more people in. I don't know if people like. I feel a bit bad doing it because it's nice and cozy at the minute, but I can't really sustain things as they are because I'm dissolving into yeah, Quibbing work. Does M Journey do it in Workbench Windows? I had a feeling there was somebody else that does it with Workbench Windows. I mean, I could probably set that up now quite easily. But she'll also have in that, if she shares screens, she'll put it in that window there as well. And then I guess if I carry on like I basically carry on as I am, but I'm just thinking of having it within these frames. I could do it all within Workbench Windows. Does M Journey do it like that? Is his name M Journey? Have I got it right? No, it's not him. Amiga. I don't want to rip the guy off. Have I got it wrong? M Gurney or something, is it? Is it MJ Gurney? No results found. Amiga stream. Maybe it's Guru Meditation that I've seen with that. Hey ho! Who's this? Somebody playing Stunt Car Racer. 4 months ago. Hiccups during an Amiga stream and how to get rid of them. Morgan Just Games. Devil. Hang on, and that's Moonstone, isn't it? Moonstone, yeah. That's my game. Sword of Sodom. How's that? Ms. Mad Lemon did a live stream 5 months ago. Missed that. .28 kilobytes Amiga 500 demo. Full 4 minutes streaming audio and video from an 880k disc. That's interesting. That'd be killer bits per second, I would have thought. Anyway. Doesn't ring a bell. Right, well, what do you reckon? 1.3 style or 2.0? Loads of people seem to be streaming now. So I think I was one of the very few that were streaming this time last year. Oh, my back's a bit sore now. That's the noise I make when my back's sore. Like a rutting dog, a rutting stag. Look at yeah, streaming bastards. Christmas Eve stream. All right, I'll give him that. That's Modern Vintage Gamer. He can have that. Look, he's got a bloody tick. I haven't even got my bloody name. I need another 9 subscribers to get my name. Nicky Boom. I've never heard of Nicky Boom before. Oh, the AVGN CD32 review is really, really weird. Well, it's not very well researched. It's quite funny still, but it's not very well researched. Amiga pinball theme stream. I know I'm getting a bit off the point. But look, this guy's getting more views than me. 210 views? You what? Let's have a look at him. Let's be jealous. 450 subscribers. How long has he been around for? I'm getting a bit distracted there. That sounds like a format change. That is definitely a format change. That is definitely a format change. I don't know what one it is, so I can come back and find out. That's a format tune if ever there was one. I can see that a mile off. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. The CDTV game. Oh right, I'll check that out later. Yeah, that's the thing about Workbench. CDTV games need age. Yeah, I'll definitely check that one out. Ariana Grande. That's what you get when you go through the private window and you've got no save doodahs. Maybe not 1.3, but I'd like to Amiga theme it a bit. But the thing is, when you're playing game, maybe I could do it like a game theme and change it around a bit. So I'm just not very skilled at that kind of thing. I couldn't do it for every game. Yeah, what could I do? I guess the other thing as well with those kind of frames is that you lose a bit of resolution to it. I mean, on the standard... I'm giving away my secrets here. Other people are going to come along afterwards when I don't carry this through and go, oh, take all of that good thinking of Amiga Rob and make my own channel. It's a success. Lightning bolts, anyone? Oh, you want me to put lightning bolts on? Hello, Zeus Daz. You've missed the sad piano music part of this stream. Doop-a-diddly 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 doo. Look, I'm down to 3 now. How long have you been lurking for, Zeus? Let's fire this up. Oh, Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Dee-Bee-Dee, Scooby-Dooby-Dee-Bee-Dee-Bee-Doo, Scooby-Doo-Die-Dee-Bye-Dim-Dum-Die-Do. So yeah, I mean, that is one. Cool, that's a bit scaled, a bit funny as it is. That is one problem you have, that you then have to. Oh, that must be. That's got the wrong CPU settings. I can tell that from the way it's booted up. Yep. Still got the wrong settings. That's a timing error. That's better. I mean, that's with the full overscan displayed, so. Just got from snooker, just watch Dorothy Derrick and stop singing Scooby-Doo. What the hell is that? Oh yes, it's Jimmy White there. My mate Minsky does prove all of his arcade videos by making using stuff like cab graphics, home port box art and sideburns due to 4.3 on 16. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with this as well. Like, is it worth the bother? I'm just thinking if the brand brings people in, but then you take up some of the screen with it, and but everybody's got something that's catchy. Everyone that's successful, like Larry's got his like picture of himself, and hello you, and what's his name? Ashens has got hello. Was it hello? What does he say? Hello? Does he say hello? I can't think what he says. And there's two of them that say hello. If that's it. And he's got his brown settee. Nostalgia Nerd's got whatever he's got. Techmoan's got the puppets and he's spinning thing at the beginning. I mean, I'm not really trying to compete with them, but I just think that I need something that's consistent. I'm not sure. Mr. Hattie's not come home yet. Struggling with my eyes at the minute. Well, let's stick a disc in this thing anyway. What should we put in? God, my eyes are really hurting. Oh, that's Megalomania. That's how far back this restoration went. Maya do I ika o I do ika mai u tai ika lai o bum. Ika do di 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 di. Right, I tell you what. I'm going to share something with you guys that I've never. You guys, it's hello on the animation. Hello. 5K now. Ashton's pops his face. See, I struggle. So I mean, look, I'm at 91. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should. I used to participate in one of the Amiga boards, and I don't anymore. Maybe I should be doing that more. But I don't want to do it just for the sake of pushing this because I don't have the motivation. When I was there before. Oh, look, Milo's updating things. Spend low, more like, or spend high. Yeah, so what I was looking for was Amiga ADFs. Now you can get a little glimpse into what I do when I look for Amiga stuff. Right, Planet MU. Now, does that one still work? Or is that one not working? Oh no, what have I done? Amiga ADFs. Is this a good one or not? I don't know if it's going to say we no longer do that. They're pretty cool, those bar tops. Adventures of Willy Beamish. Was that a click and point adventure? I seem to remember that. I've not played it, but I seem to remember the review of it. Amiga Format 19, maybe? I'm not sure. Airbucks. No, it's AGO then. Air Supply. Is that a band? Akira. Well, we know about that. Aladdin. We know about that. Aladdin's Magic Lamp. Don't know about that one. Alfred Chicken. We know about that. Alien 3. We know about that one. Maybe I'll give Alien. I seem to remember Alien 3. Maybe I'll give that a spin. Right, let's give that a spin then. Do 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 do. Envoyez-vous notre screenshot. And this is why I have problems. Oh, hang on. No, you're fine. Usually YouTube picks weird things prior to that. When he did a video about Sega, I asked Mega Drive game be up Portsmouth channel, that got some views. Love that picture, reminds me of my childhood and the pure joy of Amiga. Sigh. I'm not sure what picture that was. I also noticed that whenever someone makes a Guijo complain that YouTube's algorithms are shit, then YouTube picks that to suggest. Yeah, Air Supply is an 80s band. Why did Paul McKenna? He's just. I had one come up. He's just appeared with that fat bloke who is inexplicably popular in America because he's English, basically. There's a very simple way to become famous in America. Be English. And I can tell you something else. American women absolutely love real Southern English accents. It drives them bonkers. They absolutely love it. You can clean up the history to fit a lot of the old recommendations. Oh, try that, okay. Yeah, the American women, when they hear like my accent, it drives them wild. They become overcome with lust and passion. And I have to keep handy a stick dipped in the brown stuff and say, get back, you harpy. And that generally deals with them. But oh my God, disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting what they do. Ooh. Filthy little devils. Telecharger. Daily charger, daily charger, daily charger, duty, daily charger. What was I saying? Yeah, oh, if they hear, American woman hears my accent, I have to take precautions immediately. I put on a condom just in case. What's this? Try it. My dad should visit America. There's a proper Devon accent. Was that Devon accent? And then you wake up, Robs. No, it happens all the time. It's terrible. His chat line is, "Do you get your knickers off?" or exclaiming loudly, "I'd lick her bum." Within earshot of the maiden. The maid, he's saying he likes to look older than me. My mate's dad once, we were working in his office, and he came and he said, "What are you doing here? I need to make a phone call." And he said, "Okay." So we got off his desk and he went and picked up the phone and he went, "Yes, I was talking to a young maiden yesterday." And as soon as he said maiden, we laughed. We laughed quite a lot. We found that highly amusing. And what are you laughing about? What's so funny? I'm only, I'm talking about, well, that's the truth, though. The American women, they love, because in America on the TV, when they have an English person, even you'll notice even when it's an English actor that talks normally on English television, they tend to come on and they talk in a kind of Americans think you should speak, eh? Ooh, they kind of talk a bit like that, even if they're completely English. But it's not. I can't even do the English American accent. The one way to check it out is if you look at Friends. Whenever there is an English person on Friends, they talk with that accent. When what's her face, the English girl, was Raj's girlfriend, she spoke in that accent. It wasn't as bad as some of them are, but it's this kind of fake accent that English people sort of talk on American things. And but when they hear the actual English accent, it sends them into a passionate frenzy. It activates hormones. I guess it's some kind of inherited thing from the colonial days, and it moistens their erogenous zones, and they become quite aroused. And as a result, you have to fend them off with one of them sticks. Oh, my legs are giving in. Oh, I'm too old for playing these computer games. Oh, hang on, my boiler's just come on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I think I've eaten too much. No point having that boiler come on when you're not cold. Put another jumper on. That's this. The colonial masters have. That's it. Oh. If you say with an accent like I've got to an American, I mean, you'd have to talk about reasonable things. When they realise you're not going to start talking about cricket, the other thing that you don't realise about Americans, most people don't realise, is they don't understand. Americans do not understand that Britain is not just southern England. Basically, they know about England. They know Scotland and they know Ireland, and they think everybody in Ireland walks around going, to be sure, and that they're all very jolly people, and we all get along very well, all very well together. Oh, we've been terribly oppressed by the English, but we're not too bad about that, and all that. They think that that's what Ireland is, and they think that Scotland, they sort of know, but they've sort of got a different concept of it. And that bit between Scotland and London does not exist. In fact, I think Daphne from Frasier, I think when she was introduced in American, she was the first Northern English person they'd ever experienced in America. Anyone that talks like that, or they don't understand Wales, don't exist. When Charlotte Church met George W. Bush, George W. Bush said to her, "That's a very good singing voice you got there. Where you hail from?" I'm not very good at doing impressions of George W. Bush. And she said, "I come from Wales, actually." And he went, "Well, what state's that in?" He didn't even know what Wales was. But they know nothing else, and they think you present them someone from Sunderland or Newcastle, and they won't understand it's English. Although to be fair, most English people don't understand it's English, and they don't. Liverpool they appreciate, I think, but I think most of them think Liverpool's like on the outskirts of London. They think England's like Pride and Prejudice. They've got this. You watch any one of those American sitcoms when they have an English person come in. They always talk. If they're meant to be, Frasier's a great example actually, because Daphne's brother was in one episode and he talked like that. Hello, Daphne. Whereas Daphne was, up by gum. Oh, I don't know about that. Up and all that kind of stuff. Up by gum language, Bushisms, yeah. He was good today at his dad's funeral. Did a good. Jordan Peterson says, "Always try to be the strongest person at your own father's funeral." And I don't think he did a bad job today. I watched a bit of it. Very difficult. I spoke at my dad's funeral, and it is one of the most difficult things Is it one of the most difficult things? Yeah, I guess it is. It wasn't so bad for me on the day, but I did it, but the difficult stuff comes afterwards. But I thought you did all right today, George Jr., if that indeed is his name. Now, where am I? I think I've saved this to the wrong place. I think I've kind of saved it to. I've kind of saved a floppy disk to the wrong place there. It's funny because in America there's a place that people are supposed to speak like people from Cornwall, and aliens. Oh gosh and darn it! Where have I saved this thing? Oh golly gee! Oh lummox! Saved the file. Where is it saved to? Oh, it's in under. Oh, how silly of me! How silly of me! Hang on, let me remind myself. Are you still? What are you actually looking at? Are you looking at me here? Yes, you're looking at me, right? See, it's all this stuff I need to do a little bit slicker, because I'm losing people, I suspect. Wait, hey, you grubby oi, hey, grubby oi. So, yeah, I went to this funeral last week. A very lovely lady by the name of Hazel, my friend's mum, who had my friend when she was very old to have kids, was only aware that he was arriving about 3 weeks before he arrived. And I saw someone there that I'd briefly spoken to once in the last 20 odd years. And we'd had a bit of a falling out some time ago. And that one time I spoke to her, she'd forgotten we'd had a falling out, and I was being very careful with her because she was a bit. There's no Japanese anime about something. I don't know what that means. And yep. Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go. Look, there's a cracker putting the whole name of the supplier. Bloomin' heck. Who cracked this prodigy? Blimey. I'm assuming that is not a pseudonym. Who would go by the name of Malcolm Sinclair? There's an old Japanese anime about new necrocosm defeating world leaders at Mahjong to do politics. In that, George Bush sleeps in a cot while in the White House next to the shoe thrown away. X-Men, the one that liked Elvis. I don't remember him, but he sounds like he was a character. Alright, there we go. That was interesting. I had the hand-holding disc back for a second there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I saw this girl, and we were talking, and I decided I wasn't going to bring anything up. I just said it was a funeral, so I just said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And she and we were talking about stuff, and she's 40 years old now, and 39 or 40. She's got 4 kids, and about 10 minutes into the conversation, she went, "We fell out about something, didn't we?" And I said, "Well, you might have fallen out with me, but I didn't fall out with you. It was I think it was a one-way thing." What was it about? I said, "Well, if you can't remember, I can't remember." And there we go. And that was the conversation, and it was all forgotten. And you know what? It was a bit of a weight off of my shoulders. Right, I've no idea about this game. I don't think I have played it. Oh, you get limited rounds. That's good. Oh, jeez. What was I supposed to do about that? She did. Is that one? There we go. God, the scroll is really bad. It gives you almost no... Oh, and there's a time limit. Well, that's brilliant. What am I meant to do? Oh, Stands, isn't it? The real. Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, they were for boards that were at people's homes, weren't they? So they would have they were home phone numbers. It's quite interesting on the retro hour. Oh, I shot that thing off screen. On the retro hour podcast, they had what's his name, Galahad, a while ago, and they were sort of asking him. They said about the legal problems. Who did he know got busted? And he said he only knew. I think he said 2 guys that got busted, and neither of them were for actual piracy. They were both for. Oh, for Christ's sake! This is awful. This game. Neither of them were for piracy. Both of them were for postage fraud. Because people were sending out using postage or whatever, sending out they were sending out dodgy like phone cards or something, and they were doing all kinds of they were doing dodgy postage to send out whatever they needed to send in the post, and what they were doing was putting Prick Stick on the actual postage label, and I think I've just taken a load of clips that I could have done with staggering out of it. Yeah, they were taking putting the Prick Stick on, and then when the postage when the thing went through the postage system, when it came back in, you just rubbed the Prick Stick off, and then you could just use the postage again. How are you supposed to do this? This is awful. This game. You just basically get no time to react. I don't understand why they explode as well. And I don't understand why they sort of ooze out of the ground. Oh, for God's sake! I couldn't even see that. Yeah, there was a. I was reading. It must only be one way. That must be it. There's only one. There was a thing. I think it was Commodore format. I think I saw about this in one of the videos, or I might have read it somewhere, where people wrote in to complain because people were shopping their mates for piracy, like school kids were getting the hump with each other, and I've already been down here, haven't I? Hang on. Oh, this is hopeless. Why does that one just sit there? No, he's there again. Oh, have I got to start again? Oh, I'm sorry, she fell down that ladder. That should be her brown bread. What this is? What? Have a look at the options. I bet they're rubbish. Tries 2, 3. I'll just take that up. That's a sign of a great game. Alright, let's try to check the difficulty to easy. Oh, I should really do 2, but I can do 2 without the joystick. Let's put some music on. Oh, I like the music. Oh, that should be. How many lives would you like? See what the music's like, but it's going to be lovely. That should be a bit better. In fact, there might be an echo, so bear with me. That'll be a lot quieter now. Oh, I'm going to run out of time if I'm not careful. Yep, that's good. Come on, there's a sheet past there. Oh! Oops. I don't understand why the people just disappear. There. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, that's cool. Let's look like this. Probably shouldn't run towards them, should I? You got no way, if you don't shoot them immediately with stuff. You must have to use that radar top right to spot the ones that just suddenly charge. Ah, see, that's what's good about me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Oh, and the green ones must be the blokes. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Alright, the green ones aren't the blokes. Okay. Oh, I've got 13 seconds. How am I supposed to do that in this time? I just blew that one. Why do I have to have a time limit? What difference does it make? What's happening now? Oh, I've got 10 minutes. What? Oh, how are you meant? Right, okay. Well, I did stop in the middle of it all. Right, I need to go a bit quicker than I did that. Can't mess around killing things. Alright, don't do that. Don't try and jump down to save time. Although she's pretty tough. And you can just restore your energy where necessary. That makes sense. That's Leo, I can see there. Oh, I've got one on the road there. Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, I shot the bastard! I shot the bastard! Yeah. You bitch. Whatever it is she says. Oh shit, I'm killed them. Oh, you piece of shit. Uh-oh, I got no goodies left. I got no weapons. Uh-oh, shit. Okay, problem. Right, let's see if I can jump over them now. Right, got that absolutely bonnet. Okay. We've got these gun bullets around here. Run. Got this guy. No. Ah! Hi, Leo. Yes, I've missed the thing about the bullets. Right, I'll do this jump because this saves me time. Don't care if it hurts me. Because they can't attack me while I'm lying on the floor. This is going to be a bit like when a Zeus does these things. Oh god. Oh, it's only a bit. Oh, I've missed one, haven't I? God, he never even touched me. Oh, I can't get back up there. That's a long shot. Oh god. I'm a bit short on using our millimeters at the moment. Oh, I'm going to have to be a bit clever now. I've got no bullets now. Let's use my brain smarts and I haven't got any now, so. Run, 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 run. Oh shit. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. There should be some bullets up there. Down, 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 down. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Oh. I didn't have a mental breakdown, I was just avant-garde. I'll give this a bit more ago. I'm getting fed up with this now. I want to see this AVGN CDTV thing. How many bullets do you actually need to kill one of these things? Am I going over the top? Ah, what was that? A double jump, man. Be efficient, you know. So again, oh no, you still got. Right, okay, I've got 49 now. I'm doing better than I was before. Right, now I can hopefully get through the top and go back down the middle. And I've got 3 minutes. Come on, up, 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 up. Let's go. Right, this is it. This time we're going to be alright, rippers. Right, get a bit low now. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 I'm nearly there, I'm nearly there. Come back. Good. And I'm going around that way. That only gave me 61. Oh no, it only gave me 61. Down, 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 down. Right, this is it, this is it. Oh no, I'm getting... Oh, you bastards. Right, that's it for today. Hey Hattie Hun. Hope you know she's up the duff. For now. What shall we play? Well, now I'm being exciting and showing different types of views. I'm going to go back to this view. And let's have a look now. What? 4.1 when UAE is out? What am I using here? 3.6? Ooh, I'll have to check out and see what's coming to 4.1. Emu loader. That beta's come out today. Ooh, so, what am I doing? I'm on the front page here. Let's find another game and we'll call it a night, I think. Excuse me scratching my nose. Aquanaut. It's 3 discs. Aquatic Games. That's a James Pond game, isn't it? Arabian Nights. Arachnophobia, I don't like spiders. Archipelagos came on an Amiga format cover disc. I think it came on issue 30. I could be wrong. Oh no, it didn't come on 30. It came before then. Maybe 21. Armalite. Oh, I remember this one. From Thalamus. Thalamus made some good games on the Commodore 64, and I seem to remember Armalite looked good, but it wasn't that good to play. I could be wrong. Because it was on, yeah, the Commodore 64 there was an Armalite, I think, and it was pretty good. Okay, let's see. I could be confused. Busy, hun, taking a short break between stuff, gonna go rummaging in the storage cupboard for a Christmas tree in a bit, then a ton of various online work to do. Don't play that again, basically nothing to do with the first. Okay. Right then. Oh. No, 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 no. What did I download? Oh yeah, it was Armalite, wasn't it? Armalite. Bum 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 bum. Woke up in the morning, wanting some presa. Manadido dito dido. Oh, oh, oh. My Armalite. Bum 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 bum. He's never put his tree from last year into storage, so it's somewhere easy to get to. Excellent. Skid Row? Blimey, they must have been running a bit low on the disc space to do an intro like that. That was literally... Oh, that's nice. That's a better one. That was a nice one. Thalubas! Oh! Armaliticus. Oh, blimey, get a proper animation. It's a little bit corrupted. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, that was not very good. Ah, it's one. Right, okay, good, doing great so far. Right, okay. And that'll be game over, I expect. Okay. Right. Okay, so you get dumped straight into the game and it's basically you're on your own. Right, this time I'll go down here. Yeah. I think this could be a game that I'm maybe not so good at. Oh, Hmm. I have a brilliant tree. I've got a I've got a tree in the building, but I'm not got any decorations. My ex-partner never took her decorations down from last year. This is difficult. This is impossible. That's me finished again. Good job, I'm not putting 10p's in this. This is the third time. This might not be the ideal game for me to play. I can get further in Z out. It's ridiculous. At least they give you about 3 seconds at the beginning to. Oh, it's. Oh! Now I remember why this got such bad reviews. I think I had a poster of this game. I might be wrong. This is ridiculous. I've only got past that first bit once. Is this the 5th go I've had? Wow. This is a bug game, I think. Oh! How do you get... Can you imagine if you spent your mum's pocket money on this thing? How did you get past that? How did I manage it the first time? Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, jeez. Oh, right. So I get it now. You don't. You just let them go past. This is not. This is not a matter of trying to fight off the alien hordes. You literally just avoid stuff. You're not defending. You're trying to infiltrate. Oh god, no one leaves. Oh, oh, that's ridiculous. Ah! Oh, at least I got past one thing on it. Oh, I thought I figured those out. This is getting a bit further into the music now. Oh! You've completed this game before several times. X out. Oh. Maybe I will go for X out. Oh, I've forgotten how to do this bit. Oh! This you have to go right up to them and then just go forward. Just avoid everything. Shoot this first one. And that one. Don't do anything else. Let them fly by you. Go up here. And then fly. Oh shit! Right. No. Okay. Oh! Right, bollocks. X out. I did switch this back to the right view, didn't I? X out, X out. Bum 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 bum. Has X out 2 discs? Ooh. That looks like a 1 disc version there. What do you think I'm going to go for the 1 disc? I'm pretty sure it's a 1 disc game. No, why is it throwing me back a folder? Why isn't X out showing there? How do I save it now? Yep, I have saved it. So. Excuse me, scratching my nose. Oh. Don't know if I've ever played it before. None of the trailer on the captain. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that was a problem there. That's quite a nice intro. Right, has his request, we're doing X out. Z out demo was one of the first games I played on the Amiga, level 5. From, pardon me, Father Magazine Online. It's got an intro. Is it underwater then, X out? Extra slap, Thunderbirds. Oh, is that one flying? That thing looks like a big tick or something. X out, Rainbow Hearts. Ba 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 ba. Music by Chris Hughes-Beck. Is he? I think it's Chris, right. What's going on? Is it starting? Here we go. Right, okay. Oh, do I have to pick? Okay, well. Right, the other one then, 3. Is that right? And then, I don't know. Oh, doing it? This has got kind of. Yeah. What do I do? X out there. Hi Rob, I load retro pudding this evening at classic apple crumble vanilla custard. G-Generation Mega 1 retro header. Brilliant, great. Underwater shooter rather than special. Right, oh, I don't like you do thinking about stuff. Right then, make mincemeat of this. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't realise that was the background. Not just. Oh, it's not going to go through all this again, is it? Why didn't they just? Why didn't they just make him? One life. Oh, I have to go through this crap again. What are they thinking of one life? That's ridiculous. Yeah, my head up. Knob out. Well, I'm going to call this one. So if I get hit once by anything, that's it, game over. Oh, I've got a bit of a shield on it, so okay. But you can't stack it into any of it. These type of games are pretty easy to code. You can see why they did so well. I'm always a bit surprised that there was not more like Defender, where you just place the sprite in the middle of the screen. It doesn't even really need to be a sprite, does it? And it's usually the hard. Oh, my shield is critical. Hang on, is this the end of level boss? And that'll be game over. Bum 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 bum. All of, if any, like somehow, like I needed backup copies, and they got into my hands. They all seem to have trains, and it seems very few of these images have trains. You need to buy a second ship to get another life from. Oh, for Christ's sake, that's ridiculous. Who came up with that daft idea? Ah, yeah, and this is the version as a backup to my original. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 5 watching. Now this game has got some quality music. And to be fair, it's an absolutely quality intro as well. Cracked 28 years ago by Skidrow. Slightly messing up some of these effects. This music is awesome in this game. PC. Chrissy's bit on the music. It goes on forever, this music as well. Right. Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, 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 bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-ba-bum, bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Actually, I could make a music bit. Here we go. Don't know if this will work. Get ready. Any moment. Alright, that didn't work. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I think this one's the best music in this game. 3 channels as well, isn't it? Nice that it has its own auto fire in this game. Oh, missed the shield. It's nice that they just have shields flying around. Oh, come on. Crap. Look at that, it's pixel perfect now. Oh, that's good. I was shooting underneath them. That's clever. Well done. Well, a trainer on. Should have just stayed there, I guess. Surely, oh, this is the one. How do those worm things fire bullets for Christ's sake? Oh, you bastard. Just get straight back into it. No messing around. Oh shit. Ah, bollocks. Oh no, I crashed into the thing. Is it going to push me forwards? No, I got past the first checkpoint yet. Oh! I saw the Solo film in the weekend. Star Wars Solo. I didn't think it was bad as some people have said. Although I don't like Ron Howard's direction. And I thought Alden Ehrenbrecht could have acted it a lot better if he just played like he did in Hail Caesar and Bully. Great spaceship designs in this thing. Very easy. Oh, you bastards. This can't be right from the beginning, surely. Oh, how far do you have to go in to reach the check bar? Oh, fuck off. I will come back and complete Simon the Sorcerer. This is the first time I'm mentioning the game for like 6 months. Simon the Sorcerer is a game. Hello, by the way. Old Socks game. You've missed, there's big changes coming to this channel. I'm going to be streaming more games. I'm going to be streaming regularly. It's going to be an all-new design. I've been working with my creative consultants, Mr. Wagyu and Hattie, to work out how it's all going to look. Ah, back off, you bastard! I don't know, maybe I'll have Adventure Game Wednesday and, you know, like Action Game Saturday or something, you know. I'm going to turn this channel, it's going to be a success, OSG. I am going to be a big star. Everyone's going to be like, oh my god, have you seen that Amiga Rock? He's so cool. He's so cool. Oh, he's really good at ZR. Might make this a bit more difficult for myself. Oh, for God's sake, how can I negotiate all of that and then just walk straight into that other thing? And I need to really keep an eye on it. Okay. Oh, further than I've ever got. Did I get past the checkpoint is the question. The answer will be no. Oh, we did, I did! Oh, no! Missed. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. You can see me. Do that mean? Yeah, tough fighting. That was tough. Yeah, Yeah, I've done it. Oh. I'm not going to be able to get out of this now, am I? This new is great. It's bad. It's that screen from the stream going offline. Hang on. Just re-hit the refresh. You're not. I think I'm streaming. Right, I'm now struggling to get out of this. How do I get out of this okay? I've done my initial. How do I get out of this? Didn't do too bad. I got 50. Oh, I can't get out of this. How do you get stuck on the blooming high school? Oh, there we go. Done it. Right. I'll give it one more game and then that'll be me for tonight, I think. The new era. Yeah, it's stuttering because the because I'm off of the because I have to switch screens. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is getting a new desktop. Mouse control. What difference with mouse control? Like, what do you need mouse control for this guy? OSG's now telling us how easy this game is. I can just about see because I can't actually see the writing coming from the message. Oh shit. Bollocks. It's too easy. Show off, that's what you are. You need humbleness. Oh, you buggery bollocks. Have you been streaming recently, Leo? I've missed before. Oh, sneaky little bugger came from behind. You must have a problem with your connection, mate. Everything's fine here. Apart from the red line showing up. Right, last go on this, and then let's move it tonight. Oh. Is it due this Saturday coming, Hattie? Because I might do I might do a stream on Saturday. Oh, that's handy. Oh, I was doing some pretty fancy flying there. Oh, I thought it was finished. Oh, right. That's enough gaming for today, I think. Let's have a look and see what you lovely people have been saying. I have some graphic design work to do. Let's stop that. Baby's still hanging in there. Hattie, it's giving you a right beating. Polestar on main, and you think this was a walk in the park. Yeah, hasn't streamed for a couple of weeks. Oh, nearly threw up then. Excuse me. Getting a right beating off the baby, Hattie. Got some design graphic design. Streamlabs properly. I wouldn't use Streamlabs OBS yet. It's a bit wafty as my testing with it. Lots of stuff to do for Trackmania to catch on. Don't know what it is. And also try to debug your C64 to PC conversion of Thanos' Snare game, and I hope you're getting a contract to make a game officially on the day. Well, good luck with that. You got antiemetic tablets, Hattie. They come out of their end. OSG. Ooh. Due next Saturday. Is that this Saturday? Was the question I asked. Rob, have you got gaming Alzheimer's? Even I know what's coming on. I've had about 10 bottles of Stella. Well, I expect that because you're a Macam. I think we already dreamed to do an honorary stream is born. I've already started mine. I have until late February to produce basic album build that into contract negotiation. Oh, good. Best of luck with that. And Hattie. Yeah, I'm not doing a video. I'm doing a stream. I'll be doing a stream, mate. Don't you worry about that. I want Hattie to be watching on her phone as that baby comes into the world. I don't know what I'll be playing. I'll be playing 10 Stellas is what they have on their tea break up that way, Hattie. At Hattie Video Specs, that's a cute cartoon character. I'm going to have a delivery stream like this. I'm going to be like Hattie. Push, push. I can see the head. It's going to be like that. I'm going to be like this, bearing over the screen. I'm heaving him out. I'm heaving him out. Baby will get back in if he comes at sea. Well, I've never drunk ever, so I don't know what happened to me. We're going to fetch that baby out this Saturday, and I'll make sure I do a stream, and I'll call it the Hattie Delivery Stream. And I'll be fetch him out. 4 steps, 3 steps. So I missed my chat. You'll probably stop streaming. I want to make streams a bit more regular. So I'm going to try and pick a regular time it'll probably be Saturdays, but some Saturdays I can't do it. So it'll probably be Saturdays. But I will try and do it if possible and then let everybody know when I'm not doing it. What's the best way to reach people? It's the season, jeez. Won't give the baby nightmares in the 15 seconds born from having to endure that view. It's alright, it's okay. Babies like me. I'll be like, alright, sunshine. Don't worry about it, Hattie. Be okay. But alright, sunshine. Out you come. Out you come. You don't want your husband to see all that, do you? Everything that's down there. You don't want your husband going, no. What's happened? I can change a man saying that when that happens. He'll be okay as long as stunt car race is on in the background. Is that your husband? If he comes out stunt car race, it would be awesome. Like a jump like that. And the nurse just has to go, ooh, catch him. Message over Facebook. Well, I'm not going around sending Facebook. Yes, has everybody clicked my bell? If you all click my bell, I know that one time I streamed at about 3 o'clock in the morning and it woke him up. So I'll try not to do that. But if you click my bell, then it'll alert your phones and everything. And I'll need to start making sure that the other people see, and maybe I need to like make a proper corner of my residence Amiga-ish. I don't know. I just feel I need something that drags, like some icon of some sort that drags people in. Something Richard. What's that noise? Had to be there. Sparks coming out of with the words "wrecked" above it. Oh, that's a bit harsh. You mean she'd end up with a massive crack? On the suspension. No, that's cool. That's it. You're going to come out in one piece. Trust me. Don't worry. It's going to be an easy birth. Drink lots of olive oil beforehand, and it just come flying out. I remember when I had a camera shoved up my toilet. Large cloud of dust and other detritus. Like that. Twirling. No problem. I've been on for 2. Oh, it's 20. Oh, you must be off work. Hats are going to be stacking up. Oh no, hats we've got. Oh no, what's happened? Oh, I've not got a hat. Why haven't we got a hattie here? Oh, Hattie's got a hat to bed. Don't use all your boost up on the first wave of contractions. It's hard. It means to have. Oh dear. Oh dear me. That's disgusting, OSG. I won't have any talk like that. Respectful to women, okay? And that's not what we do. That's not what we do. It's going to be a real squeeze. It's going to be a squeeze. Because Hattie's only a little tiddly thing. And I mean, I've never impregnated anyone. I know some of you have. And I always think, Jesus, you know, a toddler can barely fit in one of those. How's it going to come out? Although I guess it's coming in heads. and that sort of clears the way out rather than going. It's going out, so I'm supposed to get splayed. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but now we're them that can make babies, and they come hurtling out. Yeah, told you. At the best of times. I know they stretch, but it's, you know, how do you stop us if this is making you feel uncomfortable? I mean, I know a lot of babies being born. I've looked into this. I know. In fact, I was just reading an article the other day about the husband thing that places used to do, which is a ridiculous concept. Don't stretch going in, so don't see going out. Told you. What's wrong with the told you? Dad's army? You don't say that. They don't even say anything. I'm breaking up. You're joking. Ah, bums. I'm not breaking up. Am I breaking up? Am I breaking up? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not breaking up. Am I breaking up? No. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm not breaking up. It's our insanity. It's not his new format. I've not changed anything about my format. It's the same. I've got a mic. It's not breaking up. The old gentleman, if they did talk about, they didn't talk about that kind of stuff on. It's a good family program. Just have Arnold, is it? Or Bursley, who plays the medical boy. He every now and that's the only talk of that we have. And old Uncle Arthur, whatever his name is. Something has happened in the past. I don't. Do you know what? I wonder how far I am off. Oh, I can't see. I was about to say. I wonder how far I am off of getting 1,000 hours, so I can actually monetize this channel again. But I'm miles off of it, and you have to get it in a year. So, and I don't have enough subscribers as well. You have to have 1,000 subscribers. Absolute poo. So it's kind of bleak. Willies. What's so funny about that? I must have spoken about I did the condom. Oh, I found a couple of condoms the other day out of date. I thought, shall I review them on here? I think I won't. They were, in fact, I won't say. I won't say what they were. In fact, I definitely can't review them. There's nothing wrong with the stream quality. Everything's superb. It's all working fine. It's all sending out unless I've changed something that's messed up. A £2 rib nobler, says Wagyu. No, my coding settings are pretty cool. You lot wish you'd use a condom. You're going to have a big gap between your two kids, aren't you? I'll go and get them if you push me, but I mean, I'm not going to open them up because one of them stinks. One of them's I bought a 144 pack. I think that's why I've still got a few. And well, I have a couple of them. And I bought the first one and I took it out and because we'd used a few of them and she was like, yeah, they're okay. And I bought 144 of them. The first one I opened, she went, oh, they smell of Goodyear tyres. I don't like them. You're stealing next doors. Eh? Oh, next door's internet. Stealing next door's condoms for a moment. I thought, bloody hell. That is taking a liberty. How are you, man? Can I buy your condoms? I put a big lake. They're good, thems. Scooby, baby, dooby, doo. I'm running out of space on volume T, apparently. He's been telling me for months. So nice speaking with you all and all the rest of it. But yeah, I need to up the channel because it needs to be a success. Because my life is full of too many failures. I'm good at helping others to succeed myself. I'm soon bankrupt again. I've ever been bankrupt before, but I'm running out. You don't need condoms. Had the old snippety snip. If you go for council greeting, you might want one. Know what I mean? If you leave the manhole cover and nip, know what I mean? No, I've not sired any children, so I don't do that. And I wouldn't ever do it. To be, wouldn't ever do it. I wouldn't do it. Oh, no, mate. Where do they go? The poor little devils. They're floating around. Actually, thinking about it, I've never thought about this before. But if they snip, but give it the doody doody, how do they connect to anything? No, it can't be a snip. It must be. It's a squeezer. It's a tie. He loves the jerks. Well, it's not the jerking that causes the problem. It's the thing. Oh, I've got some hilarious stuff I won't tell. I will not tell. Are you hypnotized yet? I'm fishing. You people are all disgusting. I need to get a new girlfriend. I need to sort my life out. I'm getting too old to have children. Things are passing me by. I'm still heartbroken. Things. I need to find a new girlfriend. All the mental. Hattie, you know that. And what to do? They snip the pipe for the little screws, not the fluid that come out of the water side in, I guess. You've missed me. I'm best time. They get real. Yeah, but I mean, how does the thing flow to it? Is it just as it's feeling nauseous? Wait, you haven't had a snip, I know that. and everything's still working there. No problems in that regard. Everything firing in the right direction. All swimming. How what? It's Xmas. Is it Xmas jumper day today? What's that meant to mean? Is this? You think this is a Christmas jumper? Because it ain't. I thought I wore it last time, and I wore it in my channel intro video, which was a great choice. It's sort of greenish. It went really good with the green screen I used on. No, I don't do Christmas. I find it a very difficult time of year. Like most times of year. So yeah, I'd like to make this channel work a bit better, but in better work for me. But we'll see what happens. I think it's still going to be nearly all live streaming. Oh my goodness. Tons of people retweeting me. It's Dennis the Menace's Night Mischief Jumper. Dennis is awake here. Xmas jumper style, bit like something auntie you're buying in nowhere. There's nothing wrong with this, John. I like this. It's a hoodie. I like it. It's nice. I wear it a lot. It's not a bloody Christmas jumper. Jesus Christ. You're a bloody, you know, from where you are. Why, man, they've got a beautiful jumper there, like. Whoa, put that jumper on. Whoa, yes, that's perfect, that, man. Whoa, look at that. That'll keep me nice and warm. What you wearing a jumper for, like? With some kind of pove? Oh, man, it's minus 4 out there. Oh, man, hope it. Yeah, all right, Flower. You's gone out with the jumper. I'm gonna go out like a real man. With knee jumper on, knee vest. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna drink 15 pints and get absolutely smashed. No bother. Alright, you bunch of poofs. No girlfriend, say no more. Well, what's that meant to mean? That doesn't mean anything else. I need to sort it out. To make the channel work, you need to put the effort in, not your greatest skill. I put huge effort into. Well, you missed the start of the video, so I was explaining to Hattie and Wagyu, who were here from the beginning, that I have done big projects in the past where I put huge effort in and got no return. And I've been on quite a long phase of just do everything quickly, do it as quickly as possible, make as much content, and just do it all off the hoof. And I did do a lot of work on this, and I lost a load when the computer got damaged. But I think I just need to do the work on the basic setup and a bit on the presentation and making it a tiny bit slicker in the format, and then the content will just write itself. But yeah, and that's it. And we were talking about this earlier, weren't we? If the channel became polished, it would lose its charm, which we don't want. But I want to make it a bit less so I can hold on to people that just come across and they don't understand that when things go wrong, it's not entertaining. I mean, like I was saying, like we were looking at earlier at the channel that I helped set up for my friend, and she has things go wrong. And funny enough, she has things go wrong, and it might be partly because I showed her how to set things up, and she's actually got it a lot better than how I did it. And she's using the Mac as well, which isn't so good for looping audio. But it's become a feature of her program as well that people enjoy. So it would be like doing Chuckle Brothers now. Barry has died. Thank you.
I bet the girls say you remind me of my friend's dad when you were trying to chat them up with that get up. Honestly, there is nothing wrong with this jumper. You're trying to make me self-conscious. Hattie, I know you said it's Dennis the Menace away kit. I trust women on these subjects. Is there anything wrong with this jumper? I like this jumper. I think it's Gap. Yeah, American girls. But American girls absolutely adore me because they hear my voice and it makes them like a dripping fridge. I'll tell you what. What about... Oh, yeah, no, I'll stop there. American girls love my voice. That's the one thing I've got going for me. Two things I've got going for me. Baldness. I've got so much balder. Look how much balder I've got. It's really falling out at the minute. I don't have hair. Grandad sectioning. Are you just winding me? Hattie, set them straight, please. There's nothing. Yeah, there is. It's right. It's a nice jumper. I feel confident wearing it. It's just got stripes on. Nothing wrong with it. It's suitable for my age. It's just a jumper. Fucking hell. Honestly, why does everybody pick on me? Hattie, tell them that it's a nice jumper, please. It is a hood. Yeah, but they're calling it. It is a hoodie. There's nothing wrong with it. Christmas jumper. I've been sick of that. Thank you. All trying to boost up my confidence, I see. So yeah, I'm going to try and build a channel, but I might need a bit of help from you lot. You know, here and there. I mean, OSG, you're getting all your ideas from me. It's a nice jump. Do you mean that? Is that sarcasm? I think you mean it. This jumper was bought for me by someone who knows about fashion, by the way. I didn't buy it myself. Ah, like it's a track. Is that what you're saying, Leo? That's very nice. Yeah. It is a nice jumper, isn't it, Hattie? You're not just messing me around. Come on. I don't think a pregnant woman would mess me around. Not someone this pregnant. Which ideas have you had off of me? Well, you had that idea about doing all the games and stuff. Playing all the games. That's just like what I do. All the Amiga stuff. Being from Sunderland, that was my idea. Having the snip, that was an idea. You nipped in there before me. Getting married, it's one of my ideas. Having 3 kids, one of my ideas. Being a relative success, one of my ideas. Nicked them all. Shameless. Well, my rug is really bouncy. I can throw this Bluetooth adapter into it and it bounces right up. Spinning circle. Hattie has been took into hospital not to give birth with an elongated nose from 9. Hattie's got the spinning circle. Yeah, that's right, playing Z out. Nick that one. And I'm supposed to just sit back while everyone plagiarises my ideas and not say anything. I'm just supposed to sit back and take it. Oh, I'm not having it anymore. I need to be a success. And that means you need to help me out, OSG. When you're doing this bloody stream, you were talking about I was going to be the fourth wheel, emergency person to be drafted in. When's that happening? Excuse me. Yeah, but I thought about playing that game before you. That was Leo. I mean, I played that game 28 years ago, 27 years ago, maybe 26 years ago. Oh, sleepy. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, I've done a post that's got 50 likes. Jeez. 51 likes, blimey, on Twitter. Blimey, people have retweeted me as well. Wow, look at me. Ba 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 boo boo. $50 likes, that's the most I've ever had on any tweet ever. Can anybody beat that? None of you do Twitter, do you? You'll hate Twitter. Yeah, we need Zeus to get his mojo back. Oh, we'll do it without Zeus. Don't need Zeus. What more mojo do you need? And when he can make it, you know. Be like Brian Wilson, he crawls out. We'll do it. We got the mojo. We got the mojo. We don't need anybody else with mojo. I am on Twitter, but that's not that account I'm talking about. The Amiga Rob account hardly ever gets used. I'm talking about one of my other accounts, my other personalities from my other lives that you don't know about. So I said, how active. Oh, I've got entities coming out of my ears. And so, in fact, I talk to some people on Twitter, and it's only afterwards I realise it's me I'm talking to. I'm like Roger from American Dad. Go to work in Scotland. The Ministry of Defence need me on site. It's so locked down. It's so locked in. Hey, nej, hotta hålla, hippa hålla hud, hippa hela hud, nöcka hålla hud, hålla hud, hålla hud. OSG is on Twitter. Well, are you following me? Oh, can I sign into the Amiga Rob Twitter? Let's see. Let's have a look, shall we? Start adding people, shall I, if I can get into the right Twitter account? Hey ho. Twitter. I think I might already be following you on there. Log in. Oh, why isn't it? Alright, bear with me. Oh. Or if I'll get a night's sleep because I'm not sleeping properly. Brilliant. Oh, God. I'm getting really... If I do ever manage to get a girlfriend again, I hope she doesn't fancy doing anything like having sex, because my muscles are becoming so useless. I'm going to end up doing myself an injury as soon as I start doing any thrusting. I'll just have to stick to munching. Just have to go for the old munch, and just stop myself saying something that would have been really, really bad. Advanced. No, advanced. I would like to check out. Can I have a look at here we go? This is what I am looking for. Scooby Dooby Dee Die. What? Oh, come off it. I must have reset the password, and I don't... Well, I'll have to reset the password. I wanted to. I thought I'll add you while you're on. That's another thrilling. It's bit big. I'll see. What's funny? Oh, but I said throw when you have sex. You just go like this. Do you move your missus? Right. Okay. That's Hattie off to bed. So were you being honest before we go, Hattie? Were you being honest about this jumper? Because now I'm very self-conscious. My confidence is so low, and now everyone's... It's just, it's hard enough life as it is. People start picking on my jumper. It's a jumper. I can't stand those jumpers. Send me a message on. Right. I hope it's not you're a bastard or anything like that. Oh yes, I've sent you a message on Twitter, Rob. You're a bastard. Yeah. Does this send it? Ah, right. Text the code. Perfect. Oh, I've got beep. Try not to read the code out loud. Which would compromise my... and then... Is this wise what I'm about to do? Right, if I tip my eyes on that. What do I think Hattie's going to tell me? You've got 2 hoovers, 2 tents, 1 large set of drawers for the tool. Vulcan model. Alright, catch you later, Leo. Catch you later, Hattie. Right. Am I in? I'm in. I've now got 30 followers. Oh, I must have had a few followers while I've been away. Let's see. And you just sent me a message. Oh, 6 notifications. What exciticals? What are the notifications? Oh, thank you very much, OSG. That's hang on. HP Bifter. That's Leo, I know that. I'll start gaming, follow me. Okay, well, I'll follow you back. If I must. He ain't got many followers. OSG. Oh, Wagoo's got loads of followers. 310. I was mentioned in a tweet with Stu Cambridge, apparently. Oh yeah, look. That's why am I messaged? Some retro games master wanted to include me. That's nice. Oh, a retro video game. There's 2 more people that followed me. Follow them back. It's nice to follow back. This isn't really very entertaining. And Ryada computer. Someone in Midwales that does restarting computers. So he does. Is this retro? Chris, that retro video gamer. Follow him. Yeah, well, I've followed all these people back. So this is Amiga Guru follows me. Do I follow him? I better follow him back if I can. So yeah, this is really how fascinating this isn't. So good luck with things, catch it. Thank you. Old Stone Games going to the toilet. That's lovely, and to get another drink. It's just renting. See, we're going to cheers. I never go on there. That's why it's crap. Yeah, just got no mates on there. That's all. Is it just you and me then? Looks like it might be. Oh. Oh, okay. Your output is low apparently. So, oh my other account is going bonkers. So, those who remain, I've done a stream. It's gone on for close to 3 hours, I think. Yeah, 2 hours 50. Not a bad time. Starting to make streams again. Starting to make things happen. So, thank you for joining me. I'll catch you again soon. I'll keep everyone updated with what I'm doing next. And until then, thanks for watching. I'm soldiering on.